crib with Carlo and Red Rufus. You already know he know his position. He comes straight on cue. He trying to be alright. He been on kind of punishment. He crapped in my crib and I don't be liking that. So he made sure he crapped 2 or 3 times before we came in today. He said he ain't trying to get on punishment no more. I'm like, you can't be shitting on nobody flow and then thinking we're gonna be cool. I don't know how people do that. They just crap on you and then think he forget. Whatever the case, we're gonna get some stretches out. We're gonna I'm gonna hit a few topics, but like I said, this week we're gonna try to just think about trying to minimize our addictions, you know what I'm saying? Really just trying to get some control. And like I said, we're focusing on food addiction because that's one of the easiest addictions for everybody to overlook. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the easiest addictions for everybody to pass down generation to generation. You ever see a big girl and a kid, a big girl and a kid, a big girl? That's a generational way of living, a way of thinking. You understand? And it's not a good thing, you know what I'm saying? Obesity is not a good thing, so you gotta understand, you know, we pass down all kind of addictions to our kids and things without even knowing it. You know what I'm saying? So this week we're just focusing on about addictions. How much you love, you go to sleep thinking about what you gonna eat when you wake up. If you ain't no chef, your love of food might be too much. Now, if you really hungry, like, God dang, I don't know what I'm gonna eat in the morning. I mean, that's something different. But whatever the case, we're gonna get some stretches out. We're gonna talk about some other forms of addiction. And I got one little thing I'm gonna share. We're gonna focus on next week. Back on TV. Okay, yeah, I was gonna touch on this too. The other day, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday the 22nd. And I'm like, today Wednesday the 24th. And I'm normally trying to be close, but the 24th was Friday and Wednesday the 22nd. So I must have had money on my mind. I just wanted to clarify that. Even on Wednesday, I must have had some money on my mind. I'm calling it Wednesday the 24th. But just sharing stuff, you know, it might be a few little things that ain't totally accurate. So don't lose no sleep over a few things that may not be totally accurate. But everything is gonna be totally real. We definitely gonna keep it real, and that's what it's about. That's how you learn something. If I make a mistake and share something that ain't presented properly, you gotta come back tomorrow, because then I might have an opportunity to try to clarify it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't base your life on one move. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he stuffed on my shoe. He the worst person in the world. That's not how life really is. Get a guy a chance to apologize. He might buy you 2 or 3 more pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? You want to fight him because he done stepped over some shoes that might be too expensive. Obviously, you want to fight. They might be more than what you should have spent money on. He done stepped on my white Jordans. I got to kill him. And if you'd have talked to him or gave him a chance to apologize, he might have could have bought you some white Jordans and introduced you to Mike Jordan. You know what I'm saying? People just got to understand, man. We got to slow down. We got to just really get our whole things in perspective so you can have the type of life that you deserve. You know what I'm saying? So, get easy on some of those addictions. Um, Try to at least acknowledge it. Be like, maybe I am doing too much of this, or maybe I'm not doing enough of this. You know what I'm saying? That's total acknowledgement. That's the new world Christian way of thinking. Just total acknowledgement. You understand? Ain't no thou greater than none of that. We all trying to be greater than the person we was yesterday. That's your biggest challenge. That's my biggest challenge. I don't got no hell or heaven to send you, and you ain't got one to send me. My challenges ain't against you. My goals ain't for your pleasure. I promise you that. If somehow I can help you, I promise you I want to. But think I do stuff and say stuff just to please you? That's not it. I'm trying to awaken you. Sometimes you gotta throw some water on somebody's face and wake their ass up because they sleep, dead sleep. You got them to drown them to wake up, wake up. Wake your butt up. Wake up. You've been asleep too long. And that's what this about. And then when you wake up, you kind of mad at first. Oh, this son of a gun done threw all this water on my face and messed up my bed. You mad for a minute until you wake up and you see your whole house on fire. And he saved your life. Everything around you burning. And you can't see it because you sleeping. So if a brother trying to throw a little water on your face to wake you up, I understand you might be mad for a minute. I understand that. Ain't none of this stuff just coming to me. You know what I'm saying? Some of this stuff, gotta come with it. I have to understand that there's other stuff that come with surrendering. It ain't just all sweet. Jesus gave his life as a surrender to help others. It ain't always sweet. And before he lost his life, they whooped the dog crap out of him. Totally humiliation. Total humiliation. Total disrespect. You gotta tell that story with the true characters. You can't throw Sidney Poitier on Elvis when Elvis telling those true dramatic stories that only Elvis could tell, that only you can relate to when you looking at Elvis, when you understand the Elvis story. The stuff that Christ went through is a testament of the strength and tenacity and courageousness of people of that time and that place, of that ethnicity. People with that wool hair, and people with them brown eyes, and people with that brown skin. You can't change that stuff and not saying you ain't still in the story. That man went through some stuff, and he went through it in his skin. And when he come back, it's going to be that same skin. But the point I'm going to try to make is this. I said I had a little example, but I ain't going to beat y'all to death with I ain't going to beat no dead horse. Because a lot of people, they think about manipulation, they think about brainwashing, they think about suppression. The person who's manipulated no longer know they're manipulated. The person who's suppressed no longer feels suppressed. The person who was brainwashed starts to think that these delusions are reality. Trust me, this real conversation for you. If I brainwash you, it's in order for me to make you think a delusion is reality. And you're going to believe it with all your heart and might. That's what being brainwashed is. So I'm not trying to shake everybody up into some sense of reality, because so many, for generations and generations, these mistruths and misleading been going on for hundreds and thousands of years. 600 years after his death, they done flipped the script. And it's been flipped ever since. And it's not a shock. You think the devil was gonna go to sleep after Christ died? Ooh-wee. He was like, oh Lord, I got a chance now. Let me find the right person who got so much vain, so much greed, so much disdain for the African culture. let me find somebody that hate African culture so much that they gonna disfigure these people of God. That king said, I will. You gonna promise me some riches? You gonna help me take the land of the people across the street? Yeah. Apollo gotta be in it too. You with it, Apollo? Oh, hey, long as you bring my boy Ovarius with me. I'm just the god of music. Ovarius is the divine ultimate evil. I gotta be strapped. And they put it together. They morphed that pagan imagery that we see today from the two pagan gods that I'm mentioning. Now, I'm gonna just share this little story because I done touched on that topic. Now, like I say, don't forget about your addictions and whatnot. Don't forget about fighting them addictions. Alcohol, sex, drugs. It ain't easy. It ain't easy, but the first way to fight something is to acknowledge it. Quit telling your mama you're clean. Quit telling your mama you're clean and you got white crap in your nose while you're lying. Quit telling your girlfriend you had to work late when you know you was over Betty's house cheating. You know what I'm saying? Just quit the bull crap so you could stand up and man up and be a woman. Because a lot of times when people doing the stuff that they do, they don't be feeling all good about that stuff. Very few people wake up after a hangover be like, oh, I really feel good that I overdone it. I can't get out the bed. No, half the time you regret that bull crap. Oh, I stayed up for 2 days. I missed work Monday. I got laid off. But I had a good time. No, I didn't regret that crap. I'm like, man, I done stayed up 2 days and I done lost my job. Yeah, that crap. That crap they talking about, that fun, that party stuff, it be fun until you have to pay for the consequences. Then it ain't fun no more. Promise you. But I'm gonna talk about fun. Not too long ago, I had a big convention. Hundreds, maybe close to 1,000 Christians at this bonfire type convention, assembly of nothing but Christians. Everywhere you go, you see t-shirts. I love Jesus. Little kids with backpacks. I love Jesus too. Just husband and wife. We love Jesus. I'm talking about the function going down. There's a big assembly about Jesus Christ. We all together. We all telling the parables about Jesus Christ. We telling the story about walking on water. We talking about splitting the Red Sea. We talking about touching and healing the sick. I mean, all day. Nothing but Jesus. Nothing but the glory of Christ. Now, we done ate. We done sung. We married. We done preached the word. The little girl come up. She say, it's time. I'm ready to give myself to Jesus. I want Jesus in my life. I said, Lord, help me. Amen. This little child gonna get Jesus. She wants Jesus. Now, all day, all we talking about is Jesus. All day, all we praising is Jesus. But through further examination, all of their shirts got a picture of Satan the devil on it. 6th century Satan the devil. 16th century Satan the devil. The little kids on the backpack got pictures of Satan on the backpack. Little charm bracelets, just everything. I love Jesus, but the image of Satan the devil. Now the little girl say, come on, I want to bring Jesus into my life. I want to bring Jesus. And so now I talk to the hundreds and thousands of people. I say, is there anybody else that want to give their life to Jesus? Stand up. Please, this is your time. If you're ready to turn around, if you're ready to stand up and give your life to Jesus, stand up. A few people stand up. You know how it go. Everybody ain't gonna stand up right then. They kind of shy and everything. Kind of ain't ready to get their life. They know they should, ain't ready to get their life. So boom, little girl, come on up. Put my hand on the shoulders. Put my hand on the head and I'm praying. I'm like, Jesus Christ, come into this girl's life. She like, Lord Jesus, come bless me. I'm like, Jesus Christ, watch over this child. She like, watch over me, Jesus, watch over me. I'm talking about all the people in the audience, all the Christians, all the people telling these stories about Jesus Christ. All these people that got this image of Satan the devil on their shirt. All these people crying and screaming, Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ. And the girl get to start shaking, start talking in tongues. Boom, 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 boom. And a few people sit down that was standing up that said they wanted Jesus. They got second thought right now. Now the girl's just talking, boom, 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 boom. Head start to spin, boom, boom. Her mama looking at everything like, what's going on? And then mama said, girls, you okay? And after a while, she just, everything slowed down. She just said, yes, mommy, I'm fine. I love you. Now, who think the spirit of Jesus got into that girl? Or who think the spirit of that living image got into that girl? Don't ever think that that imagery do not matter. Everybody know imagery does matter. The Christ, the cross ain't nothing but an image. But this image has power. So don't think because you yelling Jesus Christ, 2 words, that it got more power than that living image that speaks 1,000 words. Now let me say this. We up there kicking and everything, and you know, y'all looking at all my crowd and everything. Y'all like, don't they know that's Satan the devil? Now, mind you, me and you in a time machine. We get to go back in history. We get to Google stuff. We in a time machine. They on a different side of the world. Everybody know that's Satan on this side of the world. But they king, they leader done told them this Jesus. And that infection has grown to this day. Now what I mean to say is, of course, it ain't no, just imagine just on some real conversation. If it was the literal picture of Satan and you calling Jesus, 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 how many of y'all really think Jesus is gonna come into that spirit when everybody got a picture of Satan the devil all around them? You done seen The Exorcist, you done seen how it worked. You got 3,000 pictures of Satan the devil around you. I don't get darn how many times you call Jesus Christ. For one, in your mind and in your heart, Jesus Christ is that image that you're worshiping. First of all, because you believe that image is Jesus Christ. I love Jesus Christ. I love that image that reflects Jesus Christ. Now, we in the time machine. We go back and say that image is Satan the devil. We on the outside chilling. They don't know. But do you think the spirit of Jesus went into that child? Anybody who, with the true heart of Jesus, gonna say, yeah, the word of Jesus is stronger than all those images of the devil that surrounded that little girl. That was Jesus made her head spin around, made her talking in tongues. Right. So that's why I just wanted to share that, man, because like I said, as I surrender and I allow myself to be open, I try to come up with certain things where I could try to make it just visibly understandable. Because people try to say these images doesn't matter. This image don't matter. They worship it in the spirit. They worship in the spirit. The spirit lives in that image. That's why they say when you really accept Jesus, it has to be in spirit and truth. You can't take away that truth. The spirit of that image, that king and that image of Apollo, and Apollo ain't even a problem. Or Various. I swear I need to really find that guy's definition, man, because he is the divine, magnificent. He is nothing but evil. His definition is worse than the definition of Satan, to be honest. Google Furious. It's in his name, Fury, Furious. That's what the modern day picture of Christ is modeled of. So if anybody just want to say that this imagery doesn't matter, how could you be so, how could you be that? Who don't know that you got an image of the golden calf? I don't care what you call it, that's what you worship. You got an image of this, that's what it is. So how the hell, now that's the image of a Roman pagan king that remind you of you and Uncle Buck. It ain't as demonic, it ain't as demonistic. And that's what's going to allow people to go off that edge because of that unrealistic rationality. The same rationality that lets you know if my organization all had on I Love Jesus shirts with pictures of Satan and the devil, thousands, all of them, we love Jesus Christ, but it's a picture of Satan and the devil. Anybody who got a lick of sense know when that girl called for Jesus Christ, that picture that y'all calling Jesus Christ is the one that's answering. It can't be that hard. It can't be that hard. So that's just that. We're gonna I'm done with that illustration. I thought it was a visible and visual illustration that might could help make some sense of imagery. Why people want to talk about it don't matter about being more precise about Jesus' description, or at least people of his ethnicity and things like that. The reason it matter, because if you don't, you're gonna mess around and throw the demon god Ophirius in the loop. See, if you don't keep it true to Jesus, you allow Satan to come in, and that's exactly what has happened. And it's sad because there's millions of people. A lot of them know the truth. They Google like I Google. They see that picture of that European Adam and Eve, and they see a picture of a real Adam and Eve with people colored. And if your religion is lying about so much, you gotta understand their intentions is not to glorify Jesus Christ. Their intentions is to promote themselves and Satan the devil. Because when you God-like and Christ-like, you surrender. You willing to sacrifice. You ain't lying and trying to deceive and take from others. You want to give them life. You want to give them the hope of salvation. You ain't worried about, I need your 10%, your 20%. I need 3 jets. And it would be nice to have, to fly my friends in the underprivileged stand, to show them the glory of God. But it comes in so many ways as well. That's why I said when you start to focus on your addictions, when you start to focus on how much free time you got. Oh yeah, Facebook, addiction, YouTube, addiction. If you're spending so many hours on TV, strolling, you ain't being as productive as you can be. And that's not godly. God wants you out here. He wants you helping the sick. He wants you helping the elderly. You know, he wants you out here in motion. If you getting a big ass check because you on disability, whatever, and you got the opportunity to help others, even if not financially. If you got your check coming every month, you ain't got to do nothing. You got at least 1 or 2 hours to go to a charitable organization, help the elderly. I don't care if you're sick and elderly yourself. Go kick it with your friends. Do something to make your life have purpose. Because without a purpose, ain't nobody in the way. But without a purpose, you almost could say you in the way. But everybody got a purpose, but I hope your purpose ain't to be in the way. What the heck? Let me get this 20 out, and I apologize. Yesterday, man, I really really let go, and next thing you know, it was a whole hour. So I don't want to do that. I apologize. But when he talking, we listen, and that's just what it was. I woke up and it was a whole hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I intentionally make this not that. Let's get this 20 out. always know this. A lack of knowledge of the law is not a presumption of innocence. So just because you ain't know that the Roman king set us up for a woozy, that still know you're not innocent. And it's sad because we got researchers where we can search for the truth. And we got people in power that's determined to tell us the lie. That's the saddest part. And this is an unjust system, but we should understand that if you read in the Bible, it was bad 4,000 years ago. You thinking now because they learned how to manipulate your brain, they done learned how to keep you enslaved without a chain, by underpaying your butt because you black and brown, by underpaying you because you a woman, white, black, or brown. That's all they, and then overtaxing you. You can't make no money. You underpaid. You overtaxed. In inflation. Modern day slavery. Every extra dollar you get, the government take it back. I don't need no chain on you. I got chains on your sources of income. The same way they just jack Iraq money. How you can just take people, they got systems designed to take your stuff. That's just real conversation. So we in some bad times, but we also in some good times. We at a turning point. I'm giving y'all so much valuable information. I'm giving y'all so much truth for free. I gotta get rid of some more of these pagan imageries out my house. I had one I was gonna keep just for illustration. Like, see how these pagan religions promoting all these falsehoods, taking away African history, promoting lies, trying to whitewash African history out of existence? I can just show, what? He black, he black, he black, he... Not in these illustrations, because they're not promoting the truth. They promoting white supremacy, they promoting the lie, and they working with Apollo and Aquarius to this day. And anybody who can Google that and then mad at me, because they telling you the six king use those pagan imageries to show you an image that you felt comfortable singing and dancing with, and them pagan imageries is the gods of hate and music, had you dancing and killing at the same time while wondering why my husband. Yeah. So understand that imagery, everything. Imagery, everything. Imagery, everything. Cross ain't got no name, but if you wearing it, you supposed to be protected. Why? Because imagery is everything. So don't think an image of Apollo and Aquarius ain't got no power now. And you got them surrounded in all four corners of your house. You trapped and blinded and I'm gonna try misled. Just misled. Just misled. Ain't your fault. It ain't your fault. It is a devil out here, and he's the king of misleading. He had Adam thinking something good was coming for their butt if they believe this lie. It's the same strategy. Same strategy. You thinking you're doing good, but all the while you're worshiping a pagan idol. So therefore, if worst case scenario, you at zero. Your good is counteracted by the fact that you praising Apollo and Aquarius and not Jesus Christ. No matter how much good you do, the end result is he said, I asked you to accept me. I appreciate you helping Miss Parker. I appreciate you feeding the poor. I appreciate you telling them not to beat Rodney King so much. I appreciate you trying to step in. But I asked you to accept me. Now, what my description say? Brown skin, brown eye, nappy woolly hair. You from this, you from that African land. So your ethnicity, you should be looking like, okay. And they ain't gonna even finish the conversation because they gonna know that they have not accepted Christ. What they accepted is imagery of Apollo and Aquarius. Point blank period. Set up by the Satan, the devil himself. These his roadies. Anyone want to discredit African history, discredit God's people, them ain't God. That ain't God. That ain't God. Because he wants you to know the truth. He wants you to live the truth. So if you think Adam, you think people of non-color started the earth, that's easy to find out the truth. If your religious organization promoting that, it's easy to see that they lying. None of this stuff is really complicated. No one's perfect. I'm not saying, I might be saying they is working for the devil, but I'm not saying they all evil. Some of them just misled. Let's get this 26 out. But before that, I'm finna rock my theme song. We positive people.
Welcome to America, land of the free, home of the brave. I ain't no slave, you know my name. Solid stand, I declare that this is my land. I wrote my constitution, one that serves my land. Don't really know what's I have scars.
So yeah, I took 2 of these this morning. You know what I'm saying? They migraine pills help me with my nerves and whatnot. Rub my back with this icy hot type stuff. Helps your ligaments not feel so much pain, so you can get it done. And when you're getting it done, you're strengthening it, so you won't have to use so much of this medication later on. But the first couple of times, medicate yourself to a reasonable extent. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll find every excuse not to be better. My back hurt, my leg hurt. It's gonna hurt. A lot of times we overweight. We putting too much pressure on our back. A lot of times we ain't working enough. We ain't putting enough pressure on our legs. There's so much reasons why your back, your leg, and your neck hurt. Just crying about it ain't gonna stop it from hurting. Get up, stretch. Get some of that air up out of there. I was gonna skip my stomach exercise, but I'm not. We're gonna try to tighten this boy up every chance we get. Woo. And it hurt right now from yesterday. It's still tight. It's getting there. Woo. Hold it in. Let it out. Yes. Woo. Lord, I swear, you ain't gonna regret not doing that. You ain't gonna regret it. Keep going. You ain't gonna regret it. It's gonna hurt, but man, you'll see tomorrow. I'm gonna take this mug off. It's wrinkling up under here. I promise you. Every day, a little bit more. Oh yeah, I told you about the pain medicine, the icy hot. Right now, I'm not taking any protein supplements yet. I'm really gonna try to get into incorporating some extra stuff, but right now it's just stretching and working out. Just what you can do. Everybody got aspirin. Everybody, if you ain't got no icy hot, get some ice cubes and rub your damn shit and let's go. Let's go. cake real quick. And I'm gonna get out of here because like I said, the other day I went to the grill. But yeah. Anybody think imagery don't matter? Quit lying to yourself. I know it's power in the name of Jesus. I know it is. But I also know it's power in the pagan images. You should know that too. You should know that too. I ain't got it. And it's so relevant. How you think I'm sharing this with you now? When you've been misled all your life. Why do you think it's time for you to know the truth now? Think about that. Because I ain't gonna play with you. He ain't gonna play with you. You can live your delusional life if you want to. You could think you can hate the messenger if you want to. Men lie, people lie, but there's a few things will not be hidden for long. The sun, the moon, the truth. Yeah, Red Ropers know his cue, baby. He right on point, but y'all know y'all cute. Y'all know what time it is. Stay real, stay strong, stay rough, and we're gonna link up Sunday. Man, I'm telling you, one of these days, we ripping this stuff up. We're gonna show with weeks, months, and soon years. It takes time. Don't y'all think don't play with yourself thinking the knife gonna get you more than what you deserve. If you don't put in the work after the knife, if you don't put in the effort after the knife gonna be your best friend. Because you're never gonna be satisfied with yourself because you're never gonna do the things that's gonna satisfy you. It's satisfying to get up and stretch. It's satisfying to make yourself stronger, fit. It's satisfying to stop with some of your addictions. It's satisfying to get closer to God. These things are true forms of satisfaction. So I just want to share that with you, and I hope you have a satisfying day today. That's real.